5 News This Morning starts now.
It is the first day back to school here in Springdale. I'm Jacob Luthi, live at Harbor High School for Senior Sunrise. We'll tell you about all the excitement coming up.
I think I saw a couple of gals waving in the background. They gotta be excited. Jacob Luthi's there at their school. Anyway, rain chances will increase for us tomorrow and Wednesday, but could see rain as early as this evening. We'll talk more about it here coming up.
There are literally thousands and thousands of people who are food insecure.
And the CEO of the NWA Food Bank is retiring, but before his time comes to an end, he shares some misconceptions of a growing area that still has a massive need for food to feed hungry families.
A live look outside in Poto, a beautiful sunrise
unreal
on this Monday. It is 6:30. Thanks for waking up with us. It's almost like a picture out there. Those kids back to school already, but this whole week will be busy because today some start, some Wednesday, some Thursday.
It's all week.
A big week.
All week's busy.
Yeah, see, this is kind of a foreign concept to me because in Minnesota it was like, all right, you're starting the day after Labor Day. Basically everyone. It wasn't a law per se. Same with Iowa. It was like the day after the state fair, everyone started.
Yeah.
Not here, but we're out in May.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. Yeah, in Minnesota, they get out till early June. So either start late, end late, or start early, end early. You decide. Anyway, yeah, it really is. You're seeing plenty of that orange. And again, we still have a little bit of that wildfire smoke lingering, but again, staying elevated. So that's why you see these vibrant oranges here in Springdale. Fortunately, a little bit of cloud cover there, but again, in Springdale, starting school today, best of luck. Jacob Luthi will have more. And good luck to everyone that is starting today or has already started, students and teachers alike. For that bus stop forecast, going to be in the 70s as you walk out the door. Some stickiness and some sunshine. By recess or lunchtime, it's going to be in the 90s. Could feel like close to 100. And heading home, it's going to feel into those low triple digits. So you have outdoor activities later this afternoon, that's spending time. Just make sure to stay safe out there, drink plenty of water because it's going to feel pretty sticky. Northwest Arkansas will be into the mid 90s, maybe the upper 90s that feels like later this afternoon. And for the River Valley, we'll be into the low triple digits as early as 1 o'clock. So again, just be mindful as you're spending time outside. Now we could see some rain and maybe cool us off a little bit, not much, but that will stay off to the west for now, but eventually will make its way here later today and into the day tomorrow and Wednesday. So we'll talk more about it here coming up in your full forecast. For now, we'll take a live look at traffic on this Monday morning. Take a live look along I-540 this is not at I-540 at Rogers Avenue. This is Ozark at exit 37. Good morning to you there. Ozark also starting school today, so best of luck with that school starting today. And we'll have more on that full forecast coming up in just a little bit. Joe and Tiffany.
All right, thank you for that, Danny. Well, the new school year underway in Arkansas's largest district. Thousands of students in Springdale heading back to class this morning. A lot of changes, though.
Yeah, Finance reporter Jacob Luthi is live from Harbor High School with what families can expect as the first day gets rolling. But Jacob, it looks like a lot of excited high school seniors behind you this morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, Joe. We are here at Harbor High School for the first day of school for Springdale Public Schools, but it is Senior Sunrise here at Harbor High School. As you can tell, there are a lot of students here sitting down, waiting to watch the sunrise. You know, this is their last day of high school. That's something they're never going to forget, and it's a year they're probably never going to forget. And I'm joined now by Senior Class President Reagan Bell. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Tell me, what was it like waking up this morning? It's probably a little earlier than you've been used to all summer, but what was it like waking up this early, that excitement heading into your first day?
I don't think I slept at all last night. I'm not kidding. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh my gosh, it's 5 a.m. But the excitement took over and it was not that hard getting out of bed, surprisingly.
Talk to me a little bit about what you're looking forward to most. This is a big moment for not only yourself, but for all your classmates. What does this moment signify, just for yourself, but also for everyone here?
So Senior Sunrise to me and to all of us is the sun rising on our first day of school, but also our last year of high school. And so at the end of the year, we'll do Senior Sunset. So it's like our time at Harbor is closing. And so it just represents the beginning of a new year, a new chapter, and new things in store.
So everybody waking up this morning, everybody, trying to get to school, trying to look forward to the school. What message do you have for anybody waking up this morning, maybe struggling to get out of bed?
I would say enjoy it because it goes fast. Study, don't procrastinate. That is my biggest piece of advice. Like I said, just enjoy it and have fun.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. I wish I had taken some of that advice when I was in high school, but we're going to be here all morning long throughout our streaming show as well. So stick with us. We're right here at Harbor High School. I'll go ahead and send it back to you.
All right, thanks so much for that, Jacob. Well, this morning, police are reminding drivers to be safe out there with more students and buses on the roads this week.
Yeah, kids are excited this week and may not be paying as much attention as they should, so it's important to be vigilant when driving around school buses. A reminder this morning, you do have to stop when you see a school bus with flashing lights or with its stop sign out, and put your cell phone away when around school buses.
You really can't afford to drive distracted when you're driving through or anywhere around a school zone. We're talking about children who may not be that tall, and they're not very predictable. When they see they need to cross the street to get to school so they make it on time, or to that bus that they think they're running late to catch, they may dart out in the roadway.
Arkansas law says it's illegal for drivers to use cell phones in school zones when children are present during school hours.
Well, this back-to-school season, Fayetteville Public Schools, along with the city, are working to lessen traffic flow by urging people to get on their bikes or walk. The district received a $100,000 grant from the Department of Transportation to create what they call a Safe Routes to School plan. The city says that the district generates more than 3.5 million vehicle trips every year. The outdoor education and sustainability coordinator for the school says the plan has multiple purposes.
Safer Schools is interested in looking at a plan for the infrastructure around all of our schools, but it's also focusing on encouragement and getting more people participating in biking and riding to school.
The plan looks at walking, biking, and rolling conditions at all 17 campuses, and also surveys parents about what they want for their children.
And a reminder, breakfast is free for Arkansas students. This after Governor Sanders signed the free school breakfast bill into law. It guarantees each student free breakfast regardless of if they qualify for free or reduced meals. And a reminder, some students can qualify for free and reduced lunches through a federal program. Children from families with incomes below 130% of the poverty level are eligible for free meals through the National School Lunch Program. If you haven't filled out a form yet, you can get one at your child's school.
Meanwhile, pediatricians are urging parents to keep childhood vaccinations on the back-to-school checklist as new data shows that rates continue to fall. The CDC says only about 92.5% of kindergartners got the measles, mumps, and rubella shot last year, which is down from pre-pandemic levels of 95%, which is the threshold for herd immunity. Vaccine exemptions are also at a record high as the U.S. sees its highest number of measles cases in more than 30 years.
Vaccines have been studied for years and years and years. We want parents to understand that they're safe, that they're effective, and at the bottom line is just really to prevent disease.
The American Academy of Pediatrics reaffirms that children should be immunized to attend school and childcare. Doctors say parents should talk to their pediatrician about any concerns.
Well, in other news, Arkansas is stepping up cooperation with federal immigration officials as a new law takes effect requiring local law enforcement to assist ICE. The new state law mandates sheriffs to join a program training officers to serve immigration warrants for people already in custody. But some agencies, like Arkansas State Police, are preparing to question and arrest people on the street under a revised ICE program. A memo of agreement says the troopers must undergo training before they can be authorized for a 2-year term.
A fixture at the Northwest Arkansas Regional Food Bank in Lowell is retiring.
5 News anchor Darren Bob visited with Food Bank CEO Kent Eikenberry about his time at the agency.
I'm thankful that God gave me the opportunity to come to the food bank because I have seen the good side of so many people.
Since joining the food bank in 2016, Eikenberry says he believes one of the biggest accomplishments was opening the Claude and Betty Harris Center for Hunger Relief.
To move into an 84,000 or 83,000 square foot building with no mortgage was pretty phenomenal. But it's also important to remember that the building is just a tool in what we do every day.
During Eikenberry's time there, the food bank expanded its programs, distribution capacity, and regional partnerships to better serve families facing food insecurity. One of the biggest challenges he says he's faced, though, since day one, the myth that Northwest Arkansas has no food insecurity.
Everybody thinks that Northwest Arkansas has all the money in the world, but there are literally thousands and thousands of people who are food insecure. So bringing that to the forefront has been something that I've worked on over the past 10 years.
Eikenberry says he would be nothing without the help over the years of hundreds of volunteers and a generous community.
Last year alone, we had over 5,200 people volunteer. Those 5,200 people equated to almost 20,000 hours of volunteer time. If we'd had to pay for those people, that would have been over $500,000 in labor. As far as financial support, the community has always stepped up, and they step up whether it's for us or one of the other hundreds of organizations in Northwest Arkansas that work to try to help people have a little better life.
In Lowell, covering news where you live, I'm Darren Bobb, 5 News.
Eikenberry says that he will step down as CEO next spring. The search for a new CEO is already underway. Well, in honor of Back to School Week, we're showing our Back to School photos. These are our 5 News producers. There's Sophie right there, Tiffany. These are so much fun. Stay tuned because we'll be showing you photos from our team here at 5 News and our 5 News viewers. There's Riley and then
with the Spider-Man
Jonan
backpack
coming up. Look at that big smile.
I love it. Looks so cute with her backpack.
Superman and Spider-Man. We saw both.